Thank you for the question. If I have to tell you about a situation when I have to deal with upset customer or a coworker, I remember 2 months ago I was working as a waitress in an Arab restaurant, but I was also in charge of the social media platforms. And one day I was checking our Facebook page and I saw a comment from a guy who was really upset. He said that he came to the restaurant the day before and the food was cold and the service was horrible. He said that he explained to the girl that the food was cold but she didn't help him. The first thing I did was to call my boss. I explained him what the customer was saying. He told me he knew was working that day, that I should call her and ask what happened. I asked the girl and she said that she didn't have a good day that day. She was in her best mood and she had some problems at home. I told her she cannot mix her personal life with the professional life and that we have to apologize to the customer. After I replied to the customer, I apologized to him for the misunderstanding. I told him we are really committed with our service and the quality of our products, and because of that we were willing to give him a free meal of whatever he wants, to apologize for what happened, or if he doesn't want that, we can give his money back. He decided to come back to the restaurant. He tried the food for the second time. This experience was better, and at the end the customer was happy. So if he was happy, we were happy. Second, a situation when people in the organization depend on me. It was also at the restaurant in our first anniversary. It was a party that was organized by me. I had to hire the people who were going to play that day because it was a concert, and I also was in charge of the advertising, so I had to do the advertising and I have to decide which one to use and to invite the followers and to invite our customers to come to the party. Of course, all the restaurant was relied on me because in order to get the customers we have to invite them, so I was the one in charge of that. The people in the kitchen were counting on me to get enough people to eat the food that they cook. The owner, of course, to pay all the expenses he had with the party, and my other co-workers, the other waitress, to get the tips that they were expecting. So this was a really good opportunity. We almost get 60 people, so it was enough to pay all the expenses that we had with the party. It was a successful event. We had so many things to improve, of course, but we learned a lot with the experience. I personally learned a lot, and it was a good opportunity for them and for me, of course, because they trust me. And for the last example of a goal that I have set and the progress reaching that one, I think that my first goal since 5 years ago was to get my PR in Canada. In 2015, I came to Canada for the first time without knowing English, just to learn English. I spent here 6 months and I decided that I wanted to live here. However, at that moment it was impossible for me. It was not as easy as I thought, and my father told me that I had to went back to Colombia and work for that. That's what I did. I went back, I finished my degree, I worked, I saved money enough to help my dad to support me here. Nowadays I'm here in Canada. I'm studying business administration at SAIT. Even I'm living here, I'm not a PR right now. However, I'm doing everything I have to do to get it. I'm working hard, I'm studying hard, and I'm just progressing every day and putting a step by step to get the goal and to reach the purpose I have since 5 years ago.